Hello and welcome. You're watching NewsX and I'm Megha Sharma. Gopalganj in Bangladesh has turned into a battlefield after violent clashes erupted between activists of the Awami League and the banned Bangladesh Chhatra League. The police claim that the protesters attacked a motorcade of National Citizen Party, vandalized the party's rally venue at Gopalganj Municipality Park and clashed with security forces. Tensions had reportedly been simmering for days together over the visit of the central NCP leaders. The situation turned violent around 9 a.m. in Khatigar area of Durgapur Union under Sadar Upazila, where the police opened fire on the protesters, killing several. Unofficial reports are at this point of time putting the figure of the number of people who have died to 100, while the Awami League has put out the official figure on its social media post saying there are 7 people who are dead, several others that have been injured. I'm going to start my conversation. Ambassador Basuti Mukherjee, the sorry state of affairs, particularly for the political party of Sheikh Hasina, Awami League, over 100 people dead. That's the unofficial figure. That's the most appalling incident that has taken place. And while there have been indictment against Sheikh Hasina for quote-unquote crimes against humanity, there are hundreds that have been killed in the interim period that the Yunus government took charge.
Absolutely, Megha, it is absolutely shocking, and some of the videos that are showing up on social media, it is very difficult to even watch those videos. It is terrible. So it would appear that unprovoked violence has been perpetrated on innocent leaders of the Awami League, which is a political party which helped to orchestrate Bangladesh's freedom and freedom struggle. In a democracy, you cannot crack down on leaders and their supporters without any provocation whatsoever. From what I could make out from social media, there was no reason or provocation for the violence. There was a very strong reaction. The people of Gopalganj took to the streets to protest because this is an area which is a stronghold of the Awami League. And these kind of efforts, I presume, Megha, are intended to terrorize the Awami League leaders and their supporters in the months or years. I don't know how long it's going to take, leading up to the general elections in Bangladesh, which even the BNP has been insisting should be held before December, and which Muhammad Yunus has been trying to postpone. But in any case, they have been trying to delegitimize the Awami League to say that even when elections are held, Awami League cannot participate, which means that it won't be a free and fair election in any case. Because if there's a free and fair election, then one would know immediately how much support the Awami League has, and apparently Awami League still enjoys a huge amount of support running across Bangladesh. So these kind of strong-arm tactics, Megha, are intended to intimidate the leaders and the supporters of the Awami League, and of course terrorize the minority population which supports Awami League and its policies. So this is also indirectly a threatening approach to the minorities, particularly the Hindus, who are still in large numbers in Bangladesh, and it is intended to terrorize them also. Altogether, a very unsettling state of affairs, and it remains to be seen what kind of reaction is going to come from MEA and from our External Affairs Minister on this matter.